Grant, it's time to light the jack-o'-lanterns, leave out some candy, and watch some hoops. This should be a spooktacular game.
You're right, B.A. I mean, it's always fun to play a holiday game. There's that extra little bit of energy in the air, both for the fans and the players.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid are playing up front. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's P in at the point. Now here's Morris. Outside Porzingis. Beal finds Porzingis. Offline with a three. Pass to P. The layup misses. Tipped away. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession.
With Washington.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
He buries it from three.
A reliable stretch four. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
And Embiid throws it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, B.A., yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Injuries aside, you know, Porzingis' growth here in the league, I think, has been really quite rapid. It's clear that he puts in the time in practice to continue to refine his scoring ability and overall skill set.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Morris. His last outing, he had 18 points. Beal outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, B.A., mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Here's Maxey. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, B.A., you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Beal outside. Back to Morris. Pass to Avdia. To the right side. Porzingis in the post. Embiid covers. 2 on the clock. That's tipped. It's stolen by Thybulle. Here's P. Again, the Sixers score.
Now for MP, remember, this guy was booed on draft night. He came into the league with the fans against him, but I think MP is using that as fuel.
No question, you have to. It's a tough spot to come into, but MP is going to try to win over the fans. The 76ers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. He's got 5.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Timeout called. The Wizards. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Gafford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kuzma. Varden, he's checked in for Avdia. And Wright subbed in for Morris. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tucker comes in for Tobias Harris. Milton's checked in for Thibault. And it's James Harden in for Maxey. Here's Wright. Here's Gafford. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Here's P. 5 points in the game. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Montrezl Harrell can be so many things for this team. One of the best small ball fives in the NBA.
And a little more about Montrezl Harrell. What an addition he is to any roster club.
I agree with you, B.A., whether he's starting or coming off the bench. Harrell brings great energy and production, a real injection as a spark plug.
That's good from Harrell.
You know, what's great about Harrell is his ability to deliver whatever his team needs. I mean, he's the ideal guy to have coming off your bench.
And the 76ers making a change here. Melton's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, BA, a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
Gafford with the bucket.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Outside Tucker. Pass to Milton. Melton with the ball. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall.
I just love the ball movement.
Knocked away. Stolen by Melton. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Right, the pass to Gafford. There's 37 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. Here's Harden. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Personal foul.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
That's good from Harden.
You know, he can be your primary scorer, but he also can be your primary playmaker. Offensively, Harden does everything at a diamond level.
Now here's Barton. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Harden against Wright. Back to Beal. It's hauled in by the Sixers. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Sixers ahead. They lead by 13. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
DC family,
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Avdia and Kuzma, they make up the forwards. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Porzingis in at the center. That's the group for Washington right now. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. PA?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Here's P. And again, it's Philadelphia. Well, there always seems to be some debate about MP's place in the league, but I do think he passes the eye test.
Well, if you know what to look for, the answer is clear. MP may not always have an impressive stat line, but you can just tell he's a difference maker on the court.
Pass to Morris. Barton outside. Avdia from outside. The Wizards with another miss. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
While he was born in Arizona, when it's time for national team play, Matisse Thybulle suits up for Australia down under, the team he medaled with in 2020.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight, one sweet one after another.
Morris outside. Shot clock at 5. From the left block. He got a piece of it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
The Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. Korkmaz is checked in for Philadelphia. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Hey, it's fun to see NBA players like Thybulle go their own way for national competition.
Yeah, it is, B.A. I mean, that's part of the interesting fabric of the global nature of the game, particularly as it relates to the NBA. International tournaments are kind of like an alternate world, if you will. Guys who are NBA rivals end up being teammates, or their teammates wind up on the other bench. It's actually pretty cool to see.
Just 5 on the clock. To end the run. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
The 76ers have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Here's Korkmaz. Harris outside. Over Avdia. Bradley Beal with a rebound. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
Pass to Korkmaz. Thybulle on the wing. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the 76ers lead by 17.
Tremendous individual play, challenging the heart of that defense.
Beal, the pass to Morris. Kuzma against Harris. Morris for 3. The rebound by Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Maxey's got 5.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Beal, the pass to Porzingis. And he misses again, now 0 for 3. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 13-4 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thibault. That one is off. Beal with some nice D. Pass to Avdia. Porzingis, high post. Shoots over Embiid. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Morris.
Not trying to second guess anything or throw any shade, but Porzingis is terrific at understanding when to shoot off the catch.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. And for Washington, they're shooting around 41%.
I don't think there's any question the Sixers made the biggest trade of last season, sending a huge package to the Nets and getting James Harden in return.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Thibault and Harris at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey. And it's P in at the 1. And Clark in that Philly-Brooklyn trade. There were 5 players and 2 first-round draft picks involved.
And B.A., they were big-time players Philly gave up. Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry. When you're playing for a title and you can add James Harden, I think you got to take that chance.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Porzingis. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Knocked loose. The Wizards on offense. It's an 18-point game. Porzingis finds Morris. It's Beal on the wing. Clock at 6. It's not going to go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Maxey. Here's P. Here's Embiid. Defended by Porzingis. And the basket by Embiid.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
There's a lot to like about Tobias Harris, his comportment, his versatility. He's adaptable. I think that stands out as well. I mean, he's had to play a lot of roles on different teams, and he's done them all at a high level.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Well, with Harris, he's willing to sacrifice a larger role for the betterment of his team, Clark.
Yeah, and B.A., I think that speaks to his desire to play winning basketball, to play the game the right way, to play to his strengths and not try to do more than he can, whether he's looked at as a primary scoring option or simply being a spot-up shooter or one of three options. Harris has that disposition that says, I'll do whatever it takes.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn. But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. Barton, he's checked in for Washington. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Tucker comes in for Tobias Harris. Milton's checked in for Thibault. And it's Harden in for Maxey. Avdia from outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Beal. And Tucker pulls it down.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
To the inside. Here's P. That shot off the mark. And the Wizards going the other way now.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Avdia. The 11-footer. Second shot opportunity. It's Kuzma with the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. P, no good. Harden against Kuzma. Inside. Here's an 8-footer. Count the basket. Porzingis has got 7.
You know, at 7-3, not many guys can defend Porzingis. I mean, especially when he's operating this close to the rim.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first team all-rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizards dancer.
Washington making some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hachimura comes in for Kuzma. And Wright subbed in for Avdia. Substitution here for Washington. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Gafford. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Hachimura. Avdia, he's checked in for Barton. And it's Morris in for Wright.
You know, a feed like this shows you how well-rounded Joel Embiid's game is becoming and what a good teammate he is. He's not just looking for his own.
Here's Beal. At the 2 and the 3 are Beal and Avdia. In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. And it's Morris in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Avdia. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Over to the left wing, to the paint. Rebound by the Wizards. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Thibault on the wing. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Pass to Kuzma. Over Harris. It's Kuzma with the miss.
76ers.
And there is a whistle.
Tobias
That goes on Tobias Harris.
Second personal foul.
That'll be a second foul of the
First
game.
team foul.
The Wizards have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. To the middle. Pass to Thibault. Embiid with it. Defended by Porzingis. Down low. Here's P. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting. Part of MP's appeal when he was drafted was his potential to be a leader. A role his team hopes he'll grow into.
Yeah, you heard that about him back in college, that the locker room looked to him. I could definitely see that translating to the league over time.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal
Staring at this deficit,
Second
they're
team
trying to
foul.
be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
for
That's exactly when you
Washington.
need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Sinks that one from the post.
Assisted
Embiid's gotten 4 this quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Beal against Maxey. Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. P. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Assist from
They're really
Tyrese
dictating the
Maxey.
tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Washington calls timeout.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Offensively, his focus was lasered up. I mean, whatever scheme the defense was working, he found a way to work through it, locating quality shots whenever he got his hands on the ball.
.156 left in the fourth. Beal left side. Back to Morris. Outside Porzingis. To the inside. Here's Beal. Cashes in the 12-footer. And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, B.A. It becomes pick your poison with them. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Morris passes to Beal. And it's all from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Sixers.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for P.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
So Washington ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. The free throw drops for Embiid.
This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months, rehabbing back and foot injuries.
.34 seconds left in the game. 2 points. That one goes.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Pass to Kispert. Davis from long range. Joel Embiid with the board. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Milton. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.